Doing what Monarch does best.
And what's that, Colonel?
Nothing.
I'm starting to get the feeling that Shaw doesn't really like Monarch anymore. Real quick, we now have memberships and super chats. Now I'm not gonna pitch this too hard, but if you have a minute, go ahead and explore what a Blake's World membership has to offer. Anyways, Kate is complicated. Let's get into it. Roll the intro. Episode 5 starts in Alaska at a Monarch command post.
You think you can intimidate me with all this secret Black Ops bullshit?
The gang is all handling their confinement differently.
External Shaw!
They're all being monitored by the Monarch big boss. They start by trying to break down May. She would be the most grateful for their help after almost dying, right?
Shouldn't you be off chasing big, scary monsters or something?
Big mistake. But it does turn out that she has her sister's passport. May has a lot of secrets.
It's not crazy to think we could help each other.
The Monarch Stooges debate on what to do, but B Team wants to bring them into the fold. Well, except for Shaw.
He's my problem now.
However, they decide to put Kate, Kentaro, and May on a plane, but decide to watch them closely and see what they find.
You think that you're on some righteous crusade?
They did kind of infiltrate a worldwide secret agency.
Wake up! You stuck your noses in shit you don't understand. You're goddamn lucky to be alive.
May is ready to bail, but Kentaro and Kate still need more information. They just found out that their father survived this plane crash.
Monarch may know how to find the Titans, but they don't know how to find Dad.
May gives him the files, but she's still just waiting for her flight. Back at the base, they start working on Shaw, showing him old videos of him in the docks, before things change to whatever it is now. The big boss goes in to interrogate him, and we get a sense that Shaw really hates what Monarch has become.
Doing what Monarch does best.
And what's that, Colonel?
Nothing.
He actually makes a case to bring the kids into Monarch, but the big boss isn't so sure. She thinks that they would talk, which to me is weird because it's not like giant monsters are a secret anymore after San Francisco. But you know, government secrets. Behind the scenes, B Team talks about how Shaw is still so young. I made a short that went through my theory about Shaw's age, and this just confirms it.
So he should be what, 90 at least? How does he look like that?
Something that he did is making him stay young, and he needs more of it to keep himself from dying.
There's rumors of a mission gone bad, but it's classified.
Maybe this doesn't confirm that much, but there is something that happened. Here's my theory. When he made the deal with the docks,
Are you okay with that?
Are you?
I'm fine with it.
he started collecting secrets. Secrets like where the Frostvark is and where the Titans hide the Fountain of Youth. So now this series is about him taking his last shot to get back to the Fountain of Youth to give him a couple more years of being a badass soldier. Something Monarch is obviously ready to put to an end. Even if we were to find out what he's hiding, there's probably more than we'll ever know. Kate and the gang land in San Francisco. It's still completely destroyed, but they're trying to rebuild, I guess. They see a commercial for a custom underground monster-proof house.
Who wants to live in a custom bunker?
Tech bros.
But hold on, now it's time to meet Kate's family. Meet James, Kate's mom's work friend. He actually bows. Kinda cringy.
So, grab your coat, grab your coat. She's okay? Let's roll.
They travel home through what's left of the people of San Fran. It's bleak. They try to explain that people used to take tours of the city.
Trauma tourists. Getting off on the disaster porn or trying to prove it was all a government conspiracy.
Hey, I heard that super chats help keep Monarch from being able to hack your computer. And liking and subscribing and a membership. If you believe it, it's real. Like the Hollow Earth. Now let's get back to the video. Sounds messed up until Kentaro explains that his mom signed up once in hopes of finding their father. When Kate's mother comes out, we find out that she's a very nice and caring person that spends her time helping other refugees of the attack. When finding out about her husband's secret son and family, she just kinda stows it away and moves on.
What do you expect me to do? Have a hysterical breakdown?
Go for it. I wouldn't blame you.
She knew something was going on. She didn't know what he was doing, but she knew something was happening in Japan. She sent Kate there to get her out of her room and the funk that was caused by the Godzilla attack. And I mean, this was one massive funk. They decide to sneak into the city and go to their father's office, but their mother says the military has it on lockdown.
So they're getting in, we'll go in with them.
But with a little bit of grease, they get through the military checkpoints. The city is different now, and Kate is really nervous about being back.
How can anyone believe this is fake?
The last time she was here, her class was falling off the Golden Gate Bridge. In Alaska, the Monarch big boss is still working on Shaw, trying to figure out what made him do this now.
The world is on fire. I decided to do something about it.
He actually has some great points.
What if Godzilla had lost?
She threatens him, but it doesn't work, and he shuts her down hard.
Monarch is wrong. And has been for a long time.
In SF, they're learning how to walk around a crumbling city. Really, it's just telling Kentaro not to touch anything.
I'm meeting the evidence.
Kate has a stroll down memory lane back to her favorite coffee shop. That's when we see her and her girlfriend kissing, something she still might not have told her mother. And that woman is gone now, so I can only imagine that she didn't make it, but we'll get into that in a minute. They seem to be happy and they talk about moving in together. They even exchange keys, and that's a big step.
So it begins.
In class, they're freaking out about the monster fight in Hawaii.
We're monitoring the situation closely. Make sure their phones are charged and they all know their family reunification plans.
Kate walks right by her old school, and that's when the military sees them. Not the best time to have a flashback, but Kate was left with the decision to leave or stay with her girlfriend. And we know what she picks. Kentaro uses the cats to get the soldiers off their back and they sneak away.
My uncle is a catman.
Kate is finding out that her old neighborhood is not as walkable as it used to be. Kentaro tries to lighten the mood and he eventually does, but they walk right into the view of the soldiers and take off. They go into a subway station and Kate's PTSD hits hard. She can barely move. Luckily, there's some people already living down there and they distract the soldiers, but Kate can't take it anymore.
Go ahead without me.
They convince her to continue and face her fears, but think about it, this rubble is the same rubble that killed so many people. Kate is losing her grip between her flashbacks and real life, and it's kind of mean to Kentaro. May calms her down by having her take slow, deep breaths.
In.
We flash back again, and it turns out that Kate isn't as committed as we thought. She never gave an answer, so she left so many things unsaid between her and this woman that she loves.
Just follow the cats.
Kentaro is actually growing on me. Alaska must have given him confidence because he's the one that finds their way out. And boom, they made it to the Trans-America Pyramid. This is actually the weirdest part of the show. Why would their dad pick the most popular building in San Francisco? Wait. Maybe he's a genius. It's still there and a lot of other buildings didn't make it. So maybe he knew he needed to pick the safest building in case of a giant monster attack, which was recently added to the real estate listings in San Fran.
What floor is it on?
Dad loved the view.
In the office, they find the same map and lots of pencil shavings. Dude was a bit of a slob. On his desk, he has pictures of his American family. Their father's lies were Godzilla-sized. There's no safe this time, but they actually look at the map for once. The map has places in the world that their father has found for some reason. When we get an answer, we're just left with more questions. Kentaro uses the sunrise to mark the spots right before they head back. But what could these spots be? Could they be the entrances to the Hollow Earth like the ones they use in Godzilla vs. Kong? Comment below with your theories. Kate and her mother have a heart-to-heart and Kate drops another bomb on her, that her father might still be alive and that she's going to find him. Kentaro seems to be finally starting to trust this little makeshift team, and to be honest, in the last 2 episodes, he's really been coming in clutch. But May finally breaks and calls B-Team at Monarch and says,
I want to go home. Tell me what I need to do.
End credits. Hey, I'm stuck in this box until we get 10,000 subscribers. Please help me get out of the box. Please? Please?